Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap, covering market moves in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities. It's Friday, February 20th, 2026, and we're here to provide you with the day's financial highlights. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. U.S. stock markets showed a mixed performance today. The S&P 500 closed at 6,910.22, rising 48.34 points, or 0.7%. Dow 30 reached 49,625.98 with a gain of 230.81, continuing its strong positive trend. However, the Russell 2000 edged down slightly. Today's market breadth highlighted advancing action across key indexes. The S&P 500 saw 321 advances against 170 declines. The Dow 30 also favored advances, with 20 advancing and 10 declining stocks. Mixed signals in the Nasdaq as declines narrowly edged advances. Reviewing returns, the Nasdaq led the week with a 1.5% increase. The S&P 400 saw new highs, continuing its upward trajectory. Meanwhile, year-to-date returns show strong moves for the Dow, registering a 3.25% year-to-date climb. Communication services led sectors higher, climbing 2.6%. Real estate maintained a very strong positive trend, finishing with a slight gain of 0.79%. Technology moved upward, closing up by 0.58%, despite a strong negative trend. This signals mixed performances across these sectors. The energy sector fell 0.71%, despite its very strong positive trend. Healthcare closed down for the second consecutive day, slipping 0.32%. In contrast, consumer defensive rose minimally by 0.1%, indicating a strong positive trend overall, driven by select performances. ETFs soared, with South Korea rising 4.9%, marking a new all-time high. Taiwan followed suit, gaining 2.3% to reach its peak. Brazil sustained growth with a 1.9% increase. Collectively, these ETFs show very strong positive trends in key market milestones. Favorable returns are evident in South Korea, with its year-to-date return reaching 45.94%. Taiwan's strategy yields a 9.29% month-to-date return. Brazil remains robust, showing a 23.86% year-to-date increase. These markets continue to thrive, driven by strong positive trends. Today's technology sector saw notable gains. Apple closed up at 264.58, marking a 4 increase. Alphabet led with a significant 11.34 rise, finishing at 314.90, despite a mixed negative trend. Amazon ended the day 5.25 higher at 210.11, maintaining its 4-day upward streak, but countering its strong negative trend. Meta Platforms had a breakout after 3 flat days, closing at 655.66, up by 10.88. Meanwhile, Nvidia continued its very strong positive trend, closing up by 1.92 at 189.82.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Bitcoin is currently priced at 67,704.2, seeing an uptick of 731.52. It's been heading up for 2 consecutive days, yet remains in a very strong negative trend. Ethereum rises to 1,971.23, up by 23.7, despite also facing a very strong negative trend after 3 days of flat movement. BNB at 628.13, gains 20.28, approaching a currently up position for the second consecutive day. Even with positive shifts, it's held in a very strong negative trend. Solana sees an increase to 84.40, up 1.94, moving upwards 2 days in a row, but still locked in a heavy negative trend. Lastly, Dogecoin marginally boosts by 0.0021, reaching 0.1005 with a solid 2.2% rise. Despite varied positive movement, it remains with a very strong negative trend after 4 consecutive flat days. In the cryptocurrency sphere, Bitcoin shows a week-to-date total return of minus 1.58%, performing better than its month-to-date return at minus 13.92%. Ethereum yields a slight gain this week, up by 0.3%, but plunges over the month to a minus 19.52% total return. Meanwhile, BNB's weekly return is a positive standout at 2.13%. Despite this, the monthly dip hits a challenging minus 19.56%. Solana posts a similar weekly theme, but leads the negative pack monthly with almost a minus 20% decrease. For Dogecoin, returns shrink by 2.08% this week, demonstrating slight resilience compared to its sharper monthly decline at minus 3.5%.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar is showing mixed performances against major currencies. It currently stands at 0.8480 against the euro, down slightly. Meanwhile, against the British pound, it trades at 0.7412, also down with some recent upward volatility. The dollar weakens against the Japanese yen at 154.9570, yet rallies against the Swiss franc. Conversely, it continues a strong downward slide against the Australian dollar.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts Timothy Satoshi and Victoria Cashmore. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 4 p.m. New York time for daily market reports with in-depth stock, index, sector, crypto, currency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.